ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता शिवशाखान्वितंश्च ये कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्द राधा कान्द नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी शबानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचं मां प्रसूक्तां सञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नाम् अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणां नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहितावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेदुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपं परमानंद पाठाय प्रेमवर्षी अक्षराय दे सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तुमे गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत। So welcome all the devotees for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are reading from first canto, chapter 3, 15 sloka onwards. Hare Krishna Kapil Prabhu and Mataji.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु धन्यवाद प्रणाम।
रूपं सजाग्रे मात्स्यं चक्षुदोधादि संप्लवे नाभि आरोप्य महीमय्याम् अपाद्वैवस्वदं मनुं रूपं सा जग्रे मात्स्यं चक्षुषोधादि संप्लवे नाव्यारोप्य महीमय्याम् आपाद्वैवस्वदं मनुं। Uma, can you please recite it?
रूपं साजग्रहे मात्स्यं चक्षुषोदधि संप्लवे नाभि आरोप्य महीमय्याम् अपाद्वैवस्वतं मनुम्.
And translation, Kapil Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. When there was a complete inundation after the period and inundation, right? Yeah.
Inundation.
Yeah. Inundation. Okay, inundation after the period of the
Chakshusha
Manu, and the whole world was deep within water. The Lord accepted the form of a fish and protected Vaishnava's Manu, keeping him up on a boat.
Very good. So when there was a complete inundation after the period of Chakshusha Manu, and the whole world was deep within water, the Lord accepted the form of a fish and protected Vaivasudha Manu, keeping him up on a boat. So in this chapter, mainly the 22 avatars of Vishnu is given. Okay. So this is, what was the previous avatar before this?
Prithvi Maharaj Prabhu.
Prithu Maharaj.
Prithu Maharaj, yeah.
Yeah.
Prithu Maharaj. Yeah.
Ninth incarnation, Prithu Maharaj. So this is the 10th incarnation. What is 10th incarnation?
Saudara.
Fish.
Matsavadana.
Matsya Avatar. Okay. When we say 10 avatar, we start with Matsya. Right? The 10 prominent avatars. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana, Parashurama, Sri Rama, Balarama, Buddha, Kalki. Okay. That's the 10 prominent avatars. So when we give the list of 10 avatars, prominent avatar, we start with Matsya. So this is the 10th avatar as per the Srimad Bhagavatam list of 22 avatars. So according to Sripad Sridhara Swami, the original commentator on the Bhagavatam, there's not always a devastation after the change of every Manu. Here, why in the purport Prabhupada mentioned this? Because after the period of the Chakshusha Manu, and the whole world was deep within water. So there was a pralaya, there was a destruction, after each Manu, not necessarily. That's what in the Bhagavatam, Prabhupada's purport says that Sridhara Swami is one of the main commentator, is a saintly personality who has given a very good commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sridhara Swami, they are all given commentaries on Srimad Bhagavatam. So the Sridhara Swami always Prabhupada quote. He quotes always Sridhara Swami. So he's one of the main commentator of Srimad Bhagavatam. He says there is not always a devastation after the change of every Manu. So this particular avatara of Matsya took place after the Chakshusha Manu, just at the beginning of Vaivasvata Manu. We are in which Manu's period now? Vaivasvata. This is 7th or 8th, I think 7th Manu, right? 7th Manu. Before that, Chakshusha Manu. Okay. So it's not necessary that after each Manu's reign, after each Manu's period, there is a devastation. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. So that's what Prabhupada says in this. And yet, this inundation after the period of Chakshusha Manu took place in order to show some wonders to Satyavrata. Okay. Satyavrata Muni. Okay. So the Supreme Lord wanted to show him some wonders to Satyavrata Muni. So he was instructed to carry all the seeds and all the sages and all the, Vedas to protect, right? He was instructed by the Supreme Lord in Matsya Avatar. So that's what it mentioned here. But Srila Jiva Goswami has given definite proofs from authoritative scriptures like Vishnu, Dharmottara, Markandeya Purana, Harivamsa, etc., that there is always a devastation after the end of each and every Manu. So, Jiva Goswami has given different version. Sridhara Swami says it's not necessary that after each and every Manu's period there is a devastation. But Jiva Goswami has given from authoritative scriptures like Vishnu Dharmottara, Markandeya Purana, Harivamsa, etc., that there is always a devastation. He says that is his opinion. No, it is not contradictory because this is all there from their meditation they understand this. After the end of each and every Manu, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti has also supported Srila Jiva Goswami, and Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti has also quoted from Bhagavatamrita about this inundation after each Manu. Apart from this, the Lord, in order to show special favor to Satyavrata, a devotee of the Lord, in this particular period, incarnated himself. So, the opinion of Sridhara Swami is that once in a while, there is an inundation after the change of Manu. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and as well as Jiva Goswami, they says that after every Manu's period, there is an inundation. And they give the reference point, Vishnu Dharmottara, Markandeya Purana, Harivamsa, Bhagavatamrita, all these things. And another special reason of this inundation is to show Satyavrata Muni, a devotee of Lord, so that he can incarnate himself, to show it, because In the inundation, everything gets lost. So before the inundation, he instructs Satyavardha Muni, you protect all the seeds, okay, and all the herbs and all the Vedas. Because when inundation, everything destroys, what will we do? So we protect that. Then he takes. Who takes this thing? Boat? The Matsya. So that is the purpose of Matsya Avtara. To show to Satyavardha Muni, his devotee, something wondrous about the Supreme Lord, and to save all the herbs and medicines and the Vedas and everything. And sages. So that is the Matsya Avatar. Okay. So text 16. Sura Suranam Udadhim Manda Matnatam Mandarachalam Dadre Kamata Rupena Krishta Ekadeshe Vibhu Sura Suranam Udadhim Matnatam Mandarachalam Dadre Kamata Rupena Krishta Ekadeshe Vibhu. Okay, Mayuri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Sura Surana Udadim Matnatam Mandarachalam Dadre Kamata Rupena Prashtha Ekadashe Vibhu.
Very good. Okay, translation, Vandana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
The
Krishna.
11th incarnation of the Lord took the form of a tortoise, whose shell served as a pivot for the Mandrakala hill, which was being used as a churning rod by the chiefs and the atheists of the universe.
Very good. The 11th incarnation of the Lord took the form of a tortoise, whose shell served as a pivot for the Mandarachala hill, which was being used as a churning rod by the theists and the atheists of the universe. We know this Samudra Mandan Leela, okay? Sura Asura, both of them churned the Samudra. For what? What was the reason? What they wanted by churning this ocean?
Amrita,
Amrit.
Amrita.
Yeah,
Nectar.
Amrit. They wanted nectar. Okay? So that they can become Amara. They can get Amaratva. So what was used as a pivot? Mandarachala. Okay. In this particular avataras, the Lord has taken many other avataras also. Can anybody give the names of those avataras that took place during this particular Leela, apart from the tortoise? Any other avatara during this Leela?
Mohini Avataram.
Yes, Mohini avatara. Yes. Then Ajita is there. Ajita is because the Mandarachala hill was so huge. When they are churning, it could not maintain the balance. So Ajita, the Lord took avatara as Ajita and maintained the balance, staying on top of the Mandarachala. So tortoise is there down, to keep as a pivot, and Ajita is on top, then Mohini, 3, and Vishnu himself took avatara to pull on whose side? Devada side. Okay. So for, I think one more is there, I don't remember who that. There are 5 avataras. No? Vishnu has taken. Dhanvantari.
Dhanvantari avatar, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari. So in this particular level, so many avataras are there. So the 11th incarnation of the Lord took the form of a tortoise whose shell served as a pivot, the tortoise, for the Mandarachala. So the hill was placed on top of the tortoise. So the tortoise was acting as a pivot, which was being used as a turning rod by the theists and atheists, Sura Asura, of the universe. So once both the atheists and theists were engaged in producing nectar from the sea so that all of them could become deathless by drinking it. At that time, the Mandarachala hill was used as the churning rod, and the shell of the Lord Tortoise, incarnation of Godhead, became the resting place, pivot of the hill in the sea water. So, who at last got the Amrit, nectar? Who got the Amrit? Sura or Asura? The Devadas or Asuras?
Devata.
Devadas.
Prabhu.
Was it a fair meal? It was also cheating. Who did cheating? Mohini Murthy. They also cheated. So demigods could not do anything. When they snatched the pot of Amrit and wanted to run, so they could not do anything. So at that time, Lord himself came as Mohini and bewildered them, allured them, took the pot and say, you sit both the sides, I will start serving from here, then I will come. Okay. That time he started, Mohini Murthy started serving. So the way it was served, who came to know that we are not going to get, because this is going to finish by the time it is served to the demigods. So who came to know?
Rahu
One
and
Asura,
Ketu.
one Asura by name Rahu, right? So he came and sat in between the Suras. Immediately, who came to know? Who somebody told? So I think Chandra informed Mohini Murthy that he said Asura is sitting here. Immediately cut off the Mohini Murthy cut off the head. So they become the body and the head. So Rahu Ketu. So they become like that, Rahu Ketu. So like that, Mohini Murthy played a game, and the complete Amrit was given to the demigods, Devadas. So where from that pot, few drops, I think, fell in 4 places. So that is where the Kumbh Mela takes place. Okay. That's why it is known as Kumbh Mela. Kumbha means the pot of nectar. So few drops, 1 or 2 drops fell in those places while carrying. That is Allahabad. Where are those places, Parag Prabhu?
Haridwar, Prabhu.
Nasik, Haridwar.
Haridwar,
Hmm.
Allahabad,
Where?
Ujjain, Prabhu.
Oh, Ujjain. So 4 places. So that's a Kumbh Mela. Okay. So this is the which 11th incarnation, tortoise. 17. Dhanvantaram dwadashamam prayodashamam evacha apayayat suran anyan mohiniya mohayan striya dhanvantaram dwadashamam trayodasamam evacha apayayat suran anyan mohinya mohayan striya. Okay, Jiveshri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dhanyam Dashamam Trayo Dashamameva cha Abhaya Istanyu Mohanya Mohayan Striya.
Okay, Vivek Prabhu, translation, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
In
Krishna.
the 12th incarnation, the Lord appeared as Annantari. And in the 13th, he allured the atheist by the charming beauty of a woman and gave nectar to demigods to drink.
Haribo. So in the 12th incarnation, the Lord appeared as Dhanvantari. And in the 13th, he allured the atheist by the charming beauty of a woman and gave nectar to the demigods to drink. So 12th and 13th, Dhanvantri and who? Who is that? 13th. Mohini.
Mohini, na?
Yeah,
Mohini.
Mohini Murti. So, which happened during that churning of the ocean. Okay, Samudra Manthan. So, 12th and 13th, Dhanvantri and Mohini. Chadurdasham.
Dhanvantari-
Yes, Prabhuji.
Dhanvantari is like medicine, that one? Or
Yeah.
what you-
Yeah, medicine.
Okay.
Dhanvantri is the Lord of medicine. Chadurdasham Narasimham Vibhradaityendram Urjidam Dadara Karajair Urav Erakam Kata Kridyatha. Chadurdasham Narasimham Vibhradaityendram Urjidam Dadara Karajair Urav Erakam Kata Kridyatha. Okay, who else? Trivani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Chaturdam Narasimham Vibhadra Datyadra Urjitam Dadara Karjare Urva Erakam Kata Krudhatam.
Okay, Kapil Prabhu, translation, please.
Hare Krishna. In the 14th incarnation, the Lord appeared as the Narsimha and bifurcated the strong body of the atheist Hiranyakasipu with his nails, just as a carpenter pierces cane.
Very good. In the 14th incarnation, the Lord appeared as Narasimha and bifurcated the strong body of the atheist Hiranyakashipu with his nails, just as a carpenter pierces cane. So the 14th incarnation is Lord Narasimha. Narasimha Dev, a full chapter is given. Is about Narasimha Dev incarnation. I'm not detailing this incarnation because it's coming already in the ensuing chapters and cantos. So it's a brief description is enough for the time being. So Narasimha, we know why Narasimha appeared, for whom he appeared, for Prahlad Maharaj. Okay. So this particular incarnation is a full chapter. Okay, and 19. So he killed Narasimhadev, Hiranyakashipu. Narasimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu with his nails. Tore open his chest, took the intestine, garlanded himself, right? So that's what Narasimhadev did to Hiranyakashipu. So text 19. Panchadasham Vamanakam Kritvagad Advaram Bale Padatrayam Yachamana Pratyadishtus Tripistapam Panchadasham Vamanakam Kritvagad Advaram Bale Padatrayam Yachamana Pratyadishtus Tripistapam. Okay. Uma. Pratyadishtus.
पञ्चदशं वामनकं कृत्वा गद्वरं बले पदत्रयं याचमानः प्रत्यादित्सुस्त्रिपिस्तपम्.
Very good. And translation, Mayuri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
In the 15th incarnation, the Lord assumed the form of a dwarf, Brahmana, and visited the arena of sacrifice arranged by Maharaja Bali. Although at heart he was willing to regain the kingdom of the 3 planetary systems, he simply asked for a donation of 3 steps of land.
Very good. So the 15th incarnation is Vamana Avatara. So Lord assumed the form of a dwarf Brahmana. Okay. He became so small. And he cheated Bali Maharaj. He asked only 3 pieces of land. but then he occupied the whole universe. So there was no, he occupied with 2 steps, the whole universe. So what is the place for the 3rd step? So he had to surrender to Vamanadev, showed his head. So he was pushed down to Sudala Loka. But then that was a blessing, not a curse. People think that he was pushed down to Padala. No, he was given a special Loka, Sutala, where Lord himself guards him. Okay. He's there at the doorstep as a guard, as a watchman. So there was a blessing. So it's a very opulent Loka also. She is enjoying that in Sutala. Yeah. So in the 15th incarnation, the Lord assumed the form of a dog, Vamana, and visited the arena of sacrifice arranged by Maharaja Bali. Although at heart he was willing to regain the kingdom of the 3 planetary systems, he simply asked for donation of 3 steps of land. So, what is the relationship between Bali and Prahlad? What is the relation? Who is Bali to Prahlad Maharaj?
Grandson.
Grandson, yes, grandson.
Yes, correct. Grandfather and grandson.
Okay, Prahlad is a devotee. Bali is also a devotee. And what about Bali's father? What is his name? What is Bali's father's name or Prahlad's son's name? Virochana. Okay. He was not a devotee, he was an asura, he was a demon. He was not a devotee. Only Prahlad was a devotee and Bali was a devotee. Okay. So, so although at heart he was willing to regain the kingdom of the 3 planetary system, simply asked for a donation of 3 steps of land. So although it was a cheating, he knew. Shukracharya informed him that this is Vishnu, is going to cheat you. Don't give the promise. Even if you have given promise, you can withdraw that. It's no problem. But then did he obey the instruction of Shukracharya? Why did he reject the instruction of his own guru? What was the reason? When the guru says something, you have to obey, right? But here, Bali Maharaj rejected the instruction of his own Guru Maharaj. He said, his Vishnu is going to cheat you, will usurp all your properties and wealth, you'll be pauper. So don't give the promise. Even if you have given the promise, you can withdraw that. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. But he didn't listen. Why he didn't listen to his own Guru Maharaj? What was the reason?
Arrogance, Prabhuji, arrogance.
He was a devotee, Prabhuji. Devotee.
Yes. Overconfidence.
He was a devotee, Prabhuji.
He was a devotee. So, okay, he was a devotee, sure. But then why is not following the instruction of his own Guru? He was a devotee, yes.
Pride. His own pride.
No, not exactly. See, there are dharma and parodharma. Okay. To do parodharma, you can reject dharma. It is our dharma to follow the Guru. And if the Guru is not directing you to the Supreme Lord Vishnu, then you can definitely reject. The purpose of the Guru or the the Guru is supposed to take the disciple to the Supreme Lord. And if he fails in that endeavor or in that duty, then you can reject. You have all the right to reject. So Shukracharya, what did he do? He said, don't give charity to Vishnu, he is going to cheat you. It's a great opportunity that he can take full surrender. He can take shelter of the Supreme Lord. Everything belongs to Supreme Lord. Bali Maharaj know that. So that opportunity, is depriving who? Shukracharya. Now, when he's getting that opportunity to fully surrender to the Supreme Lord Vamanadeva, he knew that is Vishnu. And when Shukracharya is depriving of that opportunity, so he definitely rejected. So for doing or for performing parodharma, you can always neglect or reject our ordinary dharmas. Just like the Gopikas, the gopis, they rejected all their dharmas. Their dharmas to take care of the children, to be with their husbands, to take care of the family members. They left everything when Lord Krishna called at the dead of the night, midnight. So that's a parodharma. So there is no harm. So you can take the lowest dharma to attain the highest dharma. Okay. So similarly here also, our Beli Maharaj rejected Guru's order because it is to attain something higher. These are all Samanya Dharma, the ordinary Dharma. Pati Dharma, Patni Dharma, Kula Dharma, Raja Dharma. But above that is Paro Dharma. What is Paro Dharma as per Srimad Bhagavatam? What is the sloka? We have covered that. No one remembers?
Shloka is not remember, Prabhuji, but सारे धर्म को छोड़ के मेरी शरण में आ जाओ. That is the परम धर्म.
What is that?
श्लोका याद नहीं है प्रभु जी, बट जो मीनिंग है वो ये है कि सारे धर्मों को छोड़ के मेरी शरण में आ जाओ.
Okay. Anyone remembers the sloka? Savai pumsam paro dharmo yado bhakti radokshaje ahaituki apratihada yayatma suprasidhati. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. The highest, the supreme occupational duty of all the living beings is to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without any motivation, without any interruption, we should pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the Parodharma. Savai Pumsam Parodharma Yado Bhaktir. We should practice bhakti. Adokshaje. Then only our heart will become satisfied. So, for attaining something higher, you can disregard the lower dharmas. Okay, and there is another. You must have heard Yayati. Okay, Yayati. You know that Yayati. Anybody has heard of Yayati? Yayati had 4 sons, and he asked his sons. He wanted to exchange his old age to youth with children. So he asked first Yadu. He rejected. How can I give? Because Yadu knew that in his kula, Lord Krishna is going to come. Okay, in his kula, Lord Krishna is going to appear. So if he gives his youth to his father, because father had become untimely old because of some curse. Untimely old. That is Shukracharya only cursed. So he wanted to exchange his old age with his son's youth. So he asked Yadu Maharaj that please let me exchange. He said no. He disagreed. So we are not supposed to disobey our father, our guru, no. But here he disobeyed. Why? Because it is also to attain some higher purpose, some higher goal, some higher level of bhakti. Because Lord Krishna is supposed to appear in Yadukula, He knew that. And if he accept this old age, how will Krishna appear in his kula? He will not have any children. Right? So that is what here our Brahmana, not our Bali Maharaj disobeyed the instructions of his own guru. So it is necessary, it is required, if he is not leading us to reach, to attain the supreme, we can reject, we can disobey. That is what it shows. It teaches us. The Almighty God can bestow upon anyone the kingdom of universe from a very small beginning. And similarly, he can take away the kingdom of universe on the plea of begging a small piece of land. The Supreme Lord can do anything. He can give the whole universe and he can take the whole universe from us also. We are just tenants in this. No, we have our own house. It's not our house. We are tenants. Similarly, we are all temporary in this material world. Nothing belongs to us. Everything belongs to the Supreme Lord. So Bali Maharaj had a little pride also that he is the proprietor of all the three worlds. As Kapil Prabhu rightly said, little pride he had. So he wanted to smash that pride also through this Leela. So text 20. Avatare Shodasame Pasyan Brahma Druho Nripan Trisapta Kritava Kupito Nikshatram Akaron Mahim Avataresh Shodasame Pasyan Brahma Druho Nripan Trisapta Kritava Kupito Nikshatram Akaron Mahim. Okay, who else is not? Okay. Uma, can you please?
अवतारे षोडशमे पश्यन् ब्रह्मा द्रुहो नृपान् त्रिसप्तकृतवा कुपितो निक्षत्राम् अकरोन्महीम्.
Anyway, Kapil Prabhu, not Parag Prabhu, Purushottam Prabhu, translation.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. In the 6th incarnation of the Godhead, the Lord Bhragupati inherited the administrative class Kshatriya 21 time, being angry with them because of their revelation against the Brahmanas.
The intelligent class.
Intelligent class.
So in the 16th incarnation of God, the Lord as Bhragupati annihilated the administrative class Kshatriyas 21 times, being angry with them because of their rebellion against the Brahmanas, the intelligent class. So Parashurama, Kshatriya, is known as Bhragupati also. So it is his avatara. His avatara is Shakti-avesh avatara. Okay. So he killed 21 times all the demonic Kshatriyas, Asuric Kshatriyas. Okay. They were all rebellious against the Brahmanas. So they killed 21 times all the Asuric Kshatriyas. So that is the incarnation of Parashurama. Parashurama is a Satyavesha Avatara. Shakti Avesha Avatara. Empowered incarnation. The Kshatriyas or the administrative class of men are expected to rule. Sorry, where it is going. The Kshatriyas or the administrative class of men are expected to rule the planet by the direction of the intelligent class of men, who give direction to the rulers in terms of standard shastras or the books of revealed knowledge. So the Kshatriyas are the ruling class of people, administrative. Okay, they are supposed to get guidance from the Brahmanas. But here, all the Kshatriyas of that time were not receiving any instructions. They were not accepting any instruction from the advisory class, okay, the Brahmana class, the teaching class. So that's why our Parshuram came and destroyed all of them. Who give direction to the rulers in terms of the standard shastras or the books of revealed knowledge. The rulers carry on the administrative according to that direction. Whenever there is disobedience on the part of the Kshatriyas or the administrative class against the orders of the learned and intelligent Brahmanas, the administrators are removed by force from the post and arrangement is made for better administration. So, if the ruling class are not obedient to the instructions of the Brahmanas, the advisory class, then somehow they will be removed from the post and proper person will be given the charge. Okay, so that is what Parasurama did. He said, Shakti Avesha Avadara of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So 21. Tata Saptadashe Jata Satyavatyam Parasharat Chakre Vedataro Sakha Drishtva Pumsolpa Medhasa Tata Saptadashe Jata Satyavatyam Parasharat Chakre Vedataro Shakha Drishtva Pumsolpa Medhasa. So who is the incarnation this?
Vyasadeva.
Vyasadeva, yes. Vyasadeva. Okay. So please read Vivek Prabhu. Please recite it.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Tata saptadase jata sattapatyam parasarat chakre vedatara shakha drishta pumso isho midhodasha.
Alpamedasa. Okay. Translation, Jiveshri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thereafter, in the 17th incarnation of Godhead, Sri Vasudeva appeared in the womb of Satyavati through Parasara Muni, and he divided the one of Veda into several branches and sub-branches, seeing that the people in general were less intelligent.
Very good. Thereafter, the 17th incarnation of Godhead, Sri Vyasadeva appeared in the womb of Satyavati through Parasara Muni, and he divided the one Veda into several branches and sub-branches, seeing that the people in general were less intelligent. The 17th incarnation is Vyasadeva, son of Parasara Muni and Satyavati. Okay. And Satyavati later got married to whom after this? Yeah, after this episode.
Shantanu?
Santanu, yes. And in Santanu and Satyavati, they got children. Who are they?
Bhishma Dev.
Bhishma is different. It is Santanu's son in Ganga.
in Ganga.
Okay. So Shantanu and Satyavati got two children.
Vichitravirya and Chitrangada.
Yes, Vijitra Virya and Chitrangada.
Chitrangada.
Okay. They both, one died of some sickness, one died in battle, I think. So both of them. And they had no issue. And then Satyavati requested Vyasadeva. So he came. And they abducted who? Bhishma Dev abducted three of them. Out of that, Amba was very angry because he had already, he had a lover. She had a lover. So she was out. Only Ambika and Ambalika. Ambika and Ambalika and maid servant. In these three, in the maid servant Vidura, and I think Ambika, Dhritarashtra, Ambalika, Pandu. Yeah, like that three. So this is how it is. So Originally, the Vedas is one. So, what Vyasadeva did, that is what here it is mentioned. Originally, the Veda is one, but Srila Vyasadeva divided the original Veda into four, namely Sama, Yajur, Rig, and Atharva. Originally, it was only one Veda, it was Yajur, and he divided into four total: Sama, Yajur, Rig, and Atharva. And then again, they were explained in different branches, like the Puranas and the Mahabharata. Vedic language and the subject matter are very difficult for ordinary men. They are understood by the highly intelligent and self-realized Brahmanas. But the present age of Kali is full of ignorant men. Because, see, all the different departments of knowledge, everything was mixed, just like avial, just like mixture. Everything is mixed. It's very difficult. Even otherwise, we are all very less intelligent in the age of Kali. Okay, we are Mandabuddhi, Alpayusha Sabhya. Less, our lifespan is very short, and we are Manda. So Manda Mother, all these things, less intelligent, lazy. So that's why if everything is mixed and given, how it is possible for us? First of all, we don't know Sanskrit. So Vyasadeva divided into four Vedas, subject-wise. And further, he has given commentaries, and he has again elaborated in Upanishads and Puranas, Samhitas and Aranyakas and like that. So that's what he did. So, but the present age of Kali is full of ignorant men. Even those who are born by a Brahmana father are in the present age no better than the Shudras or women. Brahmanas are supposed to be the best of the lot. So even they are less than or no better than Shudras or women. Why? You know the Varnashrama Dharma, in which the Brahmanas are on the top, because they're the intelligent class. Because in the age of Kali, even they are not having Brahmanical qualification. They are also doing the Shudra job. They are doctors, they are engineers, they are administrators, they are pilots. So whoever gets paid, they are in which category? Shudra category only. So whether you take birth in the Brahmanic family or Kshatriya family or Shudra family, Vaishya family, if you're all doing the Shudra job, they'll be categorized as Shudra only. That's what Prabhupada says here. The twice born men, namely the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, are expected to undergo a cultural purificatory process known as samskaras. But because of the bad influence of the present age, the so-called members of the Brahmana and the other high order families are no longer highly cultured, because there are 16 samskaras. So all the three higher classes, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, they are supposed to undergo the samskaras. Starting from birth till death, there are mainly 16. So, the Jataka Samskara is there, Namakarna Samskara is there, Simanda is there, Vivaha is there, and, and Andyeshti is there. So many samskaras are. There are 16. But at least these are the main samskaras one has to undergo. But nowadays, registration, marriage is registration. And after death, nobody cares. They are not doing any rituals. Isn't it? So, and birth also artificial, not proper. So there are no samskaras, test tube babies, artificial insemination, all these things are happening. So where is the samskaras? Nothing is there. So that's why the age of Kali is so full of faults, as Parikshit Maharaj was told by Sukadeva Goswami. Kaler dosha nide rajan, asti ego mahan gunan, kirtanad eva krishnasya mukta sangha param rajet. So the age of Kali is full of faults, ocean of faults. And there is only one great good quality, that is the chanting of only name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. That is the only good quality in the age of Kali. So people are not doing any samskaras. So they are even lower than the Shudras, because of the influence of the present age. Okay. So they are called Dvija Bandhus. The Brahmanas are called Dvija Bandhus, or the friends of the family members of the twice born. They are not Dvija. Dvija means twice born. Okay. There is a birth by the biological parents, and there is a Upanayana Samskara. Okay. So by which they accept Guru, that's a second spiritual birth. And they're supposed to follow the instructions of the Guru for their upliftment, advancement in Krishna consciousness. So you don't find such Brahmanas in the present age of Kali. That's what. They are not Brahmanas, they are called Dvija Bandhus, friend of Brahmanas. But these Dvija Bandhus are classified amongst the Shudras and the women. So those who are not having Brahmanical qualification, those who don't follow the system of Brahmana, that classification, that Varnashrama Dharma, if they are not in that category, they are classified amongst Shudras and women. Because Shudras, by nature, they are of the lowest because they are not intelligent. They are not in the mode of goodness. They are in the mode of ignorance. So those who are in the mode of ignorance, definitely they cannot occupy the position of Brahmanas, Kshatriyas or Vaishyas. As I always say, in the office, there are different departments, different positions. There are CEO, managing director, general manager, department manager, supervisor, officers, clerks, peons, drivers. These are all are not same. We cannot say it is discrimination. According to their qualification, they are given the position post. Similarly, according to their varna, they are given, they are classified as Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So it's not a discrimination against anyone. So Srila Vyasadeva divided the Vedas into various branches and sub-branches for the sake of the less intelligent class, like the Dvija Bandhus, Shudras, and all. Because Vyasadeva very well knew that in the age of Kali, people will not be able to understand this because they are all degraded. There are no proper Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, or Vaishyas. All are Shudras only, even below Shudras. So how can they understand these Vedas? So he has divided that so that they will be able to understand something. And he has given Vedanta Sutra and other corollaries and different, explanation. So at least by the blessings of our acharyas who are giving, elaborate explanation like Srila Prabhupada purport, we are able to understand something. Otherwise, we will not know head and tail of it. So it is the mercy of acharyas like Srila Prabhupada that he has given elaborate explanation for these Vedic literatures. So if it is in Sanskrit, we won't even read it because we won't understand. So he has given it in simple English language, and his disciples have made it available in all foreign and local languages. So anyone and everyone can read in their own mother tongue and understand the subject matter. Okay, Hare Krishna. So text 22. Next class. So where we started, which sloka? 18? 12? 15, okay. 15 to 22. Okay. We covered many slokas today. Good. Because if we go on explaining that, it will take long time. Not only that, the detailed incarnations are coming in 3rd chapter and other chapters. Okay. That time we'll explain. So Vancha Kalpatarubhesya Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Ananta Kodi Vaishnavati ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. I go Premanandi Hari Hari Bo. So